From coast to coast and around the globe, you are now tuned into Fly Christian Couple on Air.
Honey, you gotta be the type of woman who carries a high standard and is not afraid to march the beat of her own drum.
We just want to see people blessed, man. Just, living the best lives possible.
Yes, you gotta put God first, believe in yourself, and definitely dream big.
Man, it's amazing what God can do if you just give it all to Him.
Terry, I love you so much, and I feel so blessed to be your wife.
Baby, I love you, and I'm so grateful to be your husband.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Fly Christian Couple on Air. This is episode 63. I am your host, Tanya McCarter, along with my man, Terry McCarter Jr. Baby, tell all of our Fly listeners hello.
Well, thank you, baby. Fly people, what's good? We back.
Yes, guys, we are back for another great episode, and this is our Wisdom Wednesday show.
Yes,
so
sir.
We definitely want to welcome you all here today. So this is episode 63, and if you haven't noticed the title yet, this show is going to be about how to know if they're the one. But before we get into this, what I love to do is me and baby both love to give an honor to God.
Indeed.
We wanted to just give all of the praise and the honor and the glory to Him. And one thing that I really just want to praise God on today, and that I'm continuously praising Him for, me and baby, is that He just blessed us, with this show to be able to give back, and we just really appreciate Him for that. So we want to always make sure that we're placing Him as the head in everything that we do. And so one thing that I love about God is that He will develop in you just the wisdom, the knowledge, the understanding, the guidance, His presence, His spirit. He'll place everything on the inside of you when you just give everything that's due back to Him.
Absolutely. I completely agree. Today I'm just grateful. I'm always grateful for the Spirit of God, but today I'm especially grateful for His grace.
Right.
And that's just kind of something that's kind of just been in my spirit, this week. Just the grace of God is just so sufficient in our lives. And, God does things that he really don't have to do, but because He loves us so much, He just continues day after day to show us His grace and mercy. And I'm just forever thankful. And we are forever thankful, as a married couple. And we just want to continue to do God's will. And just to continue to encourage all of the Fly listeners, man, everywhere, all over.
Yes.
And just know that God loves you no matter what.
Yes. Amen. Amen.
From coast to coast and around the globe, you are now tuned into Fly Christian Couple on Air.
Baby really were, just empowered to kind of share in this message on how to know if they're the one.
Right.
And me and baby, we love to bring different topics. We love to talk about singleness and marriage and togetherness, and this kind of what we wanted to do on our Wednesday shows was because we know people look for that, and they questions that we've received and different things like that. So today we wanted to put this show together for you on how to know that you are are in the right direction with the person that you are either seeking after, or a man that you probably like, or a woman that you probably like, and you're in a dating process. So let's just jump right in. The first one here is going to be compatibility.
Yeah, that's big.
Yes, that's definitely how you know. It's just something about that chemistry, that you have for one another.
Right.
And it's just something about it. But, yeah.
I like relationships that start out as friends first.
Yeah.
I'm really a big fan of that.
Yeah.
Because I think when you're friends first, you kind of lay that foundation for your relationship.
Right.
And you kind of know each other better than just kind of hooking up and dating, but two people that have been friends first, they kind of know each other. They kind of have an understanding already. So I like that, when it comes to compatibility.
But when you throw friends out there, baby, which is really, really good, and that's something that, everyone should be doing, is, of course, getting to know that person, like with the friendship. But, something that I just thought about when you said that is kind of when people have friends with benefits.
Right.
That's kind of the wrong road to kind of travel down. But
that's not what I'm talking about. I mean, but you do have people that are in situations like that. But I'm talking about, people that are serious about one another, people that possibly can see themselves together down the line.
Right.
I'm kind of a fan of them being friends, first. Yeah.
As friends, they can enjoy time together.
Right.
Sometimes when you're friends too, you actually get to learn a lot about that person. And that's one thing that I encourage too, is that when you're kind of getting to know someone, when you have that friendship and you build that friendship, you're able to learn things about them, like their family.
Yeah,
and it's going to be certain things that we're going to go into about values and different things like that. But you're able, because to me, especially when you're dating and things like that, you kind of learn a lot about a person with where they come from.
Yeah, that's true.
And that was really big on that.
Yeah, you can see just how people are with their family, how they treat one another, how they treat, how a male might treat his mom, or how a woman is with her father, or you can kind of see different things. But baby, it's one thing that you used to always say that I like, it's the time to interview a person.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes.
You used to always talk about, just having an interview with somebody, just basically everything that you want to know about that person, you can kind of just put it out on the table.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That is so true. So the next step here is going to be values, is one that I think me and baby both can attest to, is that being with someone, or when you like someone, cherishing those values, I think, are so important.
Absolutely.
Because you have to check and make sure too that they respect your values,
right,
and that they never disrespect what your values are. One thing that I love about someone, and when you're dating someone, and this is another one too, is maturity. But when you're operating in values, and just say for instance, if maybe a person you're dating, they've never went to church, or they've never did a certain thing, but if they can maturely, understand what your values are and respect those values, and especially not cross those boundaries, that is a keeper to me as well.
Yeah, I mean, that's a big one. It's important to know each other's values, because like you say, you want to have that true understanding. That's that deeper understanding
connection.
Like where I come from, where you come from, what I believe in, your beliefs, my beliefs. That's very important. And another thing is not trying to change one another. Just really having that respect, like you said.
We talked about that a little bit last episode about embracing one another.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So the next one here is morals. Having those morals, are they for what you are for? So kind of like the history of a person.
Right.
Like, do they value your history, your background? It's still the same as it's pretty much similar. You know, they go hand in hand, values, morals,
Absolutely.
different things like that, because it's pretty much your standard.
Yeah.
One thing that I hate, baby, is when there is a person who has a huge standard about themselves or morals or values. They come from a certain background and then they change according. Sometimes people don't want you to change. They want you to bring them to new things, you know?
Yeah.
And I have seen that too in relationships where you may have where if someone has dated a person and they may have not been in the church or but then they were able to convert over to God, and now they became a pastor because that woman didn't change according to who she was dating.
Absolutely.
So that is huge. Yeah,
that's big in relationship. You know, the person that you're with is possibly going to be the person that influences you the most.
Right.
So
yes.
you know, it's definitely one of those things where character comes to light. You know, we talk a lot about integrity,
yes,
and things like that. So you know, when you talk about morals, you want to be with a person that has that loves themselves, that has respect for themselves, that's not going to go out and do any and everything at the drop of a hat. You want somebody with values and morals and integrity and character, and you want all of these things in a partner because you know, you're joining your life. You know, you're dating. You possibly see yourself with this person down the line. So what does that mean for your future? What does that mean for your family, your children? You know, so it's a lot of things that come into play.
Right.
When you're talking about morals and values and things of that such.
Yes, exactly. You are now tuned in to Fly Christian Couple on Air. When you have those morals, it is just so important that if you're deciding to, like baby said, create or establish a family,
That's
you
right.
kind of want to date like that. You don't want to date like So if you decided to create a family with someone or something like that, you want to make sure that they establish those same type characters, morals, values, integrity, because these are going to be the same things that are kind of going to be displayed into your children. And you both have to have that same type mindset in order to be able to do that.
Absolutely.
So the next one here on how to know if they're the one, and this is a big one. Are they what you prayed for?
I think that's the main one, you know.
It needs to be number one.
Yeah, that's number one, you know.
If they are not, then one thing that you need to do is please run, because this is going to be a epic fail. And we have to be completely honest with you, because especially me and baby, we love talking to newly couples. We love talking to singles, young people, because we believe that what you do today is going to be the end result of your future, and that is just what is so important. We love to see people happy. We love to see people blessed, and so you don't want to create headaches, you know.
That's right.
So if it's a person that you know you didn't pray for, don't be willing to settle. Don't be willing to drop the standard. Keep that same standard. You know that you have value and worth, especially as a woman.
Absolutely.
I mean, I know men, you know, have it as well. But don't drop that standard, and also use that discernment of the spirit.
Indeed. You have to do all of that, all of the above. You know, we talk about this all the time.
Yeah.
You know, we tell people to make a list. You know, make a list of things that you want and be specific about what you want. You know, and pray for what you want. And if it's not what you prayed for, then that's not it. You know, it's simple. You know, a lot of times we we see red flags in relationships and even when we're dating, and we ignore it because we're feeling a certain way. We don't want to be alone. We don't want to be, we let emotion kind of do the most with us. But babe, I love what you said. If it's not what you pray for, then head for the hills. Because what you do today, it will affect you later on.
It will.
You don't want to be around here creating this and that and other, and it's not what God wanted for your life. So you have to be mindful. You have to be sharp when you're dating. You have to be sharp when you're in a relationship. If you see red flags, then just know that that's not what God has.
Yeah, and patiently wait on him, because he has a time set aside for you. And sometimes it's just best to wait because he develop you more. That's just like you have podcasts and shows just like this. And sometimes when you are in those modes where God is developing you and shaping you and preparing you and getting you ready for someone, you can tune in and listen to things like this. Absolutely. And it can be a light to you, and you can be prepared and ready, and you will know. And I know that can help a lot of people, baby.
That's right.
To know before getting into a relationship, to kind of look for those red flags, and also follow the discernment of the spirit, because God will give you that. If you don't have it, he will provide it for you. Yep. But just a little bit more of just to leave with you all on how to know if they're the one. These are just a little bit more tips that you can take with you as well. So do they show you that they love you, that they care about you a lot? Right. Do they appreciate you? Do they show you that love unconditionally? Right. That loyalty? Do you see yourself like building a future with them?
Right, absolutely.
Yes.
And see, this is the thing with, going back to morals and values, just real quick. If you value family, you want someone who values family.
Right.
Because if that doesn't happen, you're gonna have some issues. If you have a baby, if you anything that you're gonna have some issues, because the way you value family, they don't value family.
That's so true.
And so what's important to you and to the family is not important to them and the family. So, I just want to throw that out there real quick, because I think a lot of people catch issues right there. They didn't know that a person didn't care for family like that, or didn't value a family, didn't value a father, didn't value a mother, and didn't value those things. And so you have to be mindful of that. We have to put that out there, baby, because like you said, we want to see people happy, want to see people blessed, and want to see families restored. It's too much of this crazy, crazy
baby mama, baby daddy drama,
crazy stuff that we see and hear. It's too much of that. And so someone has to speak up.
That's true.
In order for families to be restored, in order for the families and stuff to come back together, how God designed it.
Amen. Yes.
How God designed it. That's the biggest thing.
Yes. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's so powerful.
Yeah.
And I hope that blesses someone in such a way, but we hope that me and baby hope that you all can take something from this message. Again, we enjoy seeing people happy. We enjoy seeing people blessed. So all of the young people, what me and baby is all about is, we are not perfect people, but God has given us things. He has shared things with us, and so we want to share those things with other people. Amen. We don't believe in just our people walking around and lost and deceived and broken and doomed and hurt and hurting other people in the process, and hurting your children in the process, and the generation just continues on and on and on and on and on again. And like baby said, when will people speak up? When will we cause people to be better? When will grandparents cause people to be better? When will grandfathers cause people to be better? There has to be some change that has to take place in order for us to see newness of how God speaks in the Bible.
That's right.
And so, yeah, we wanted to share this message. We have a lot more that is coming for you all. As we continue on, God is going to be giving us more messages to share, because we want to see restoration. We want to see healing. We want to see families restored. We want to see children blessed and not doomed and not cursed and not broken. So yeah, but we hope this has been a huge blessing to you all today, and we just love you all each and every show that you tune in. When you tune in with us on Sundays, when you tune in with us on Wednesdays, we just appreciate you so much. We thank you for tuning in. We ask that you continue to build a personal relationship with God.
Amen.
Continue to just be led by the Spirit of Him. Continue to keep Him the head of your marriage, the head of your life, anything that you're doing. If you're establishing a business, a ministry, whatever it is, continue to keep Him as the head. And yeah, we just ask that you all continue to connect with us on Twitter and Facebook and YouTube. And we love you guys so much.
Yes,
Baby, do you have anything else to share?
Hey, man. Guys, we love you. We appreciate you. And until next time,
we love you all so much.
Fly Christian Couple on air. Peace.